people in Sequoia bought it themselves, and then they sold it to Dominion a bit later, and Mr. Polis, of course, is still with Dominion. So since 2005, a core group of 3 or 4 people have owned all the patent technology that goes into what we're seeing today with Dominion.
And what did that patent technology allow them to do?
Oh, it allows them to change votes in batches. The adjudication process allows that. They can real-time monitor an election. There's a access to it from any number of places, wherever the head of security at Dominion or Mr. Coomer previously would want to give anyone access. It's possible to do that. It's it's really stunning.
Yeah, it is stunning. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing this tonight, I think. I mean, I've heard a lot the last year, or how many months it's been. I think this is kind of new information, is it?
Yes, it's definitely new information. Much of it's in our filing. I did not get all of it in our filing, so we will be updating things on the website as fast as I can get them written.
And they can see this at the website again, please?
Defendingtherepublic.org.
Defendingtherepublic.org. Okay, defendingtherepublic.org. So one of the patents is from, so we're talking about multiple patents here by different people, but one of them is for a patent from 2006 from the Defense Department. Why would the Defense Department want to patent software that allows them to flip elections?
Yes, that's a good question, isn't it?
Do you know which division inside the Department of Defense? Is it one of our intelligence divisions inside the DoD?
No, at one point, there are actually 2 patents that are key. One in 2005 for dynamic auditing of elections that allows them to monitor it real time. And that was done with the National Institute of Health, which I don't exactly understand. At least that's what it says. And of course, these patents even admittedly say they will develop uses beyond, what they say in the patents themselves. So I think there's a lot of room there for people to use them however they want to be used. But then the one that allows them to calculate an algorithm to come out with a predetermined result of an election is the one from 2006. And I think that was the Defense Department. And then it was given to a university in New Jersey that is an international think shop, apparently.
What does that mean?
A lot of foreign students are at that university. Oh, and here's another interesting tidbit. A year before the election of 2020, Dominion Voting Systems assigned all 19 of its patents for election technology to the Hong Kong Shanghai Bank. And then there was an infusion of over 400 million, we believe, to State Street Capital, which owns Dominion now.
Okay, let's go back over that. The bank in Hong Kong ties back to Communist China, I'm guessing?
Hong Kong Shanghai Bank. And it was given to the patents are held supposedly by the Canadian branch of that bank. But yes, it's a Chinese bank.
Okay, so it's a CCP bank, and they injected funds into what?
Into, I think it's, I shouldn't say the name, and I might have the name wrong. But anyway, a hedge fund actually owns Dominion now, apparently.
And do we know yet the names of the people, the investors of that hedge fund?
We're still working on some of the details of that.
Okay, it sounds like to me you're getting really close to some stuff.
I think we're right square on top of it, which it would explain why even congressmen now apparently are trying to take my law license.
Yeah, exactly.
The flack is tells me I am right on the target.
And you know they're doing this to Dave Clemens as well, right?
Yes, I heard that.
So I don't know where to go next because this is like something out of a movie. So
yes.
The Department of Defense, let's review, 2006, a patent coming from the Department of Defense that allows for an algorithm that can flip and change votes. The patent was transferred to...
It can predetermine, that algorithm can predetermine the outcome of an election. It's specifically to create a predetermined outcome.
And that, did you say that patent was transferred to somebody?
It's held now by a university in New Jersey.
And the University in New Jersey connection to Hong Kong? The university.
Well,
the
there
university,
are a lot of foreign students at that university.
And that university is somehow connected, did you say, to the CCP bank?
That no, not the university, but Dominion itself assigned all 19 of its own patents for all its election processes. It assigned a year before this election to the Hong Kong Shanghai Bank.
Okay, so we have something going on with a patent in 2006 tied to the Department of Defense. We have other patents connected to Dominion in previous companies that were absorbed by them, correct?
Correct.
And then so here's again where we go back to where they end up grabbing clips of you and me and putting it all over social media, which they seem to love to do when you appear on my show, which is fine. Publicity is good. But this is where we go back to what we've discussed before, which is like this question. Why is it that I feel like this is really more about the intelligence community than voting machine companies? And when you have 2006 software or patents being developed by the Department of Defense, and then you have what the Dominion company is doing that you're reporting, and the connection is it goes back to CCP. So my question is there a relationship here between big government and big business? Is there a relationship here between the intelligence community and big business to flip elections? And were they doing it overseas and practicing? Maybe trying to stop communist regimes from coming to power, and then practiced it and honed it, and then used it over here?
Installing dictators of their choice.
Or exactly, maybe going the other way. Maybe going the other way and putting in the communist leaders.
There's no telling. There's no telling. We know from a witness who came to us early on that the original system created by Smartmatic was to rig elections for Hugo Chavez in Venezuela. And then that system was developed on and on by Smartmatic and also used to insulate the Maduro regime from being ousted. And of course, we know communist China is all over Venezuela and simply raping it of its natural resources while the people live in squalor.
Yeah. They